The Guam traffic wasn't as busy as we were last week. As we both got our Covid antibody test done, we returned to the pet store where we adopted our cat, and I played around with some Bitcoin trading. We also shipped a balikbayan box home to the Philippines, made another beach visit for a swim, and I took in a quick snorkel, and we found more trash. So stick around, it's all just ahead. If you've watched any of our previous videos, you'll know that Terry and I strongly suspect that we contracted the coronavirus. We were down and out of commission for about a couple weeks without any outside medical intervention, and we recovered on our own. We are checked in and waiting our appointment time for our antibody test, and I think we'll be in there shortly. Now it was time to prove to ourselves that what we had, in fact, was COVID. There it is. Two antibody tests, $30 each, $60. We paid for our test beforehand, and we found out that the test itself was, in my opinion, less intrusive than a COVID PCR test. It was just a prick of the finger, similar to that of a home blood sugar test. After both of us gave our samples, our results were had in just under 15 minutes, and it was confirmed. We were both positive for both of the proteins that indicate a current and past COVID infection. Our position is now that, hopefully soon, natural immunity might be recognized for travel purposes, so any documentation might be helpful. Regardless of anyone's take on vaccine immunity versus natural immunity, just know that the science is far from being settled on this. The next day, we returned to the pet store where we adopted a kitten last month. The store offers a payment voucher as part of the adoption fee that we can present to our local vet for a discount on spay and neutering services and an adoption rebate from the store itself once the pet has been fixed. She recognized you? No.
Yeah, she's just nervous right now. Okay, come on, let's go home. Come on, let's go home. Come on.
Where's the big guy at? Old Oscar, somebody's going to find you a home pretty soon, okay? No problem. Another reason for the visit was to inform the employees that sold us the adoption that our kitten was expecting, and that they were about to be proud adopters of a handful of kittens we never bargained for. I mean, we wanted a cat, not an entire clouder. After reintroducing our adopted cat back to the familiar sights and sounds of the pet store, which she wasn't real keen on, we had a look around and picked up a few items that we did need. Looking at all the aquariums did bring back some old memories, but the days of me caring for fish and all that tank maintenance is over. These days, if I want to see fish swimming around, I can just go snorkeling, or I can visit this wonderful display here at the pet store. There he is, the house cat, store cat. Do that again. That's pretty cool. Who says you can't train a cat?
Yes, you can.
You're pretty smart, aren't you?
Yeah, when they call you are the one that's watching and taking them and cleaning them after them. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to bore anybody with this next segment, so I won't go into any detail about trading Bitcoin here. These days I just enjoy playing around with it. I made my first Bitcoin purchase back in 2013 and bought in initially for around $200. I used that Bitcoin for the next few years as it grew in value to pay for my home internet and a whole lot of cell phone loads for us and some family members. The app that I use is coins.ph, which can be used in many areas of the Philippines to make online payments to over 80 billers such as Meralco, Globe, Manila Water, a lot of cable TV providers, and some insurance providers. With over 22,000 networked bank branches, Padala centers, and convenience stores nationwide, you can easily load and send your remittances securely. I'll leave a link in the description box below to coins.ph for anybody that might be interested. Today we're here to pick up some LBC boxes, balikbayan boxes. LBC is the shipper.
Entrance the other side, huh?
Are you sure? So located with the UPS store is LBC. That's what we want. This week we also packed a balikbayan box with some things that we need for the house in the Philippines. We pick up the boxes here on Guam, which are free, and usually the guys will supply us with tape for the box. Then we just take it home and pack it. When it's ready to go, we just give the LBC guys a call. They come, they go, and it's just that easy. The door-to-door cost from here on Guam to our house in the Philippines is $90, which includes the box and tape, so that's not too bad. The one good thing is that the price has not changed for over 4 years. This particular box will make next week's shipment to Manila, and the estimated arrival time to Samar will be about 30 days, give or take. We will probably send 1 or 2 more boxes before we make our long-awaited trip back home. And a week just not would have been complete without at least one visit to the beach, so we made the 3-minute drive down to Tumon Bay for a swim and some relaxation. We noticed a group of people standing around on the reef, which were thought to be a group of marine biology students from the University of Guam, just doing their thing. I got a little workout in, and then we finished up with some snorkeling. Well, I did the snorkeling. Terry just floated around with her noodle, soaking up the vitamin D. One noodle, one ocean, and Terry. And me. When we left the beach for home, we run up on this overflowing trash receptacle. And just like the many folks here who like to take their weekends off, it seems as though the trash collectors do also. When the trash receptacles are full, well, it seems that just about any other place will do to hide your garbage. On a final note, I located a couple of costumes which I thought might look good on my wife this upcoming Halloween. This one here I especially liked, and for some odd reason, she didn't seem all that amused by my suggestion.